This is the movie news as brought to you by me, Generally Nerdy, right here on the channel, Generally Nerdy, of whatever platform you might be watching on, probably YouTube. If you want to see the entire episode, the full news show, then follow the top link in the description, again, assuming you're on YouTube. Or if you are not, then check out youtube.com/generallynerdy, generallynerdy.net. Those are the places to go do the thing. Let's get into the news before I lose my breath. Movies, like the rest of this episode, gonna be a little quick. So let's start at the start. We have Venom in the follow-up section of 4 movies. Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage, broke $90.1 million in its opening weekend. And so all of the news media outlets are saying, yay! The couf is no longer a factor. Well, I don't know if that's necessarily the case. This is just the best superhero movie that's come out since everything reopened, because, I mean, we're going to talk about Black Widow in just a second, but if you compare opening weekend for Venom 2 to opening weekend of Venom 1, there's $10 million difference there. Venom 2, like I said, $90.1 million opening weekend. Venom 1, $80.2 million opening weekend. And I think these are just domestic box office. So that's not even factoring in the international box office, which is even larger. So I don't buy this, oh, it's just because everything's reopened from the couf. No, it's because this is the first movie that people actually cared about seeing that was still also a superhero movie. I don't know how hard this is for people to understand, but yeah, so Venom 2, rock and roll. Giant weekend. I hope it makes all of the money, and I hope it proves all of our points, but we must move along. Our next piece, like I said, is going to be Black Widow. More fallout from the Black Widow release. Scarlett Johansson was just settled out of court with Disney. So we don't know the exact numbers. There is potentially more money here than is being reported, but we do know that they are reporting to have settled with Scarlett Johansson for $40 more million of payout for Scarlett Johansson. So originally they gave her a $20 million payout when the movie launched because that's what she earned, according to the contract that they had. Now, granted, it seems like Disney felt like she had a stronger leg to stand on than I felt like she had based off the information that had been made public. So, I don't know, maybe I misread the situation. Either way, I will eat that crow. Thank you very much. But yeah, $60 million is a pretty hefty chunk of change, considering that the movie at this point has only made $380, and it doesn't look like it's going to be skyrocketing anytime soon because it's about to be for free on Disney Plus very soon. So, yeah, I don't know. That's just a weird one. So we're going to move right along. We have another court case that has kind of sort of been settled that we've been keeping tabs on, and that is Friday the 13th. The court case for Friday the 13th has been settled in favor of the writer who wrote the original screenplay. The Second Circuit Court of Appeals has ruled in favor of Victor Miller, again, who wrote that screenplay, who created these characters, though the producer, Sean S. Cunningham, can still appeal to a higher court, can still have this reheard on a number of different grounds. This is a pretty big W, not just for Victor Miller, but also if you go back to our previous episode where we were talking about the issues with Disney Marvel, the creators that are suing Marvel and therefore Disney by association, because their ancestor, the person who created these characters, wasn't getting paid properly. They should be the ones who maintain the rights to these characters. They are not, because shady business dealings. This could be a boon to them in those lawsuits as well. So, pretty big victory there. And then our final piece of news for this section. We don't even have any trailers for movies today, guys. So our final piece of news for this section is a follow-up on the Blade movie with Mahershala Ali. So, Blade, it was released from Disney India, I believe, the Indian Disney account on Twitter, I think. They were talking about release dates, and they said that the release date for the new Blade movie was sometime in 2022, I believe October of 2022. And so everybody started pooping themselves. What? We're going to get 7 Disney movies in 2022? No, 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 no. Children, listen. So, when you make a movie, it takes a long time to film. There's the first piece. The second piece, then it takes even longer because it's a superhero movie done by Disney Marvel, takes even longer to do the post-production, which is adding in all of the special effects. They haven't even gone into primary photography yet. That's not scheduled until later next year. So, no, we're not going to be seeing the Mahershala Ali Blade movie in 2022. They're going to go into production in 2022. The release date that was being discussed has just not been updated for whatever reason since before couf lockdowns. So that is the thing. There was a bit of a mistake and people lost their minds. So hopefully I just put you at ease a little bit. I don't know. But yeah, that is all we have for movies. And that is all of the movie news that is worth talking about as far as the nerd sphere is concerned. If you want to see all of the other sections, again, top link in the description, generalnerdy.net, youtube.com/generalnerdy, patreon.com/generalnerdy, all of the wonderful places. Thank you for joining me again, nerds. Before we go, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.